80-yarder. Do you have any notes for him after that run?
Nah, I didn't know he was going to pull the ball right there, so I was excited for him when he ran an 80-yard touchdown. Just celebrated with him after.
Have you seen him do stuff like that in practice before? You know he had that on his chest?
Yeah, I didn't know he was that fast, though. So it was exciting to see him get up and get running like that.
What kind of teammate has Bo been so far to you?
I mean, Bo has been a great quarterback, great leader to the team. Always there when we need him. Show up big-time moments. We can call on him anytime.
What makes you so slippery as a runner? You know, the first guy's never really able to take you down.
First off, I just want to thank my offensive line on the great job they do on a weekly basis. It all starts with them guys up front. But I just feel like I got that mindset. Don't let the first guy bring me down.
You talked after the first couple of weeks about wanting to kind of shore up your hands and be more reliable as a receiver. Like the catch you made late in the Washington State game, like, do you feel like you've kind of proven that some of those early issues were behind you and you're more reliable than that?
No, I just had to take some pressure off myself, not thinking about it too much. I've been there before. I know I can catch the ball out of the backfield, do things that I can do. So I just had to take the time and just stay out the practice and practice on it a little more and not get too comfortable.
Your balance and change of direction is pretty unique, I think. Is that something you grew up having? You've learned that through other sports? I'm just curious what your background is to really stay up like that.
I just be thinking, like, don't go down. Just try to break tackles and have great contact balance because Coach Locke also preach on it that a running back also always supposed to have good contact balance and good short area bursts. So I just try to put that into my toolbox.
Is that instinct, though, or is that something do you feel like you get better at breaking tackles? Like, is that a thing you can improve upon, or is that just a natural thing?
I feel like my game is not where I want it to be. It's always room for improvement, so I just want to keep stacking days and getting better.
It's like when you're about to get tackled, you kind of embrace it or lean into the guy.
Wait, say it again?
Right before you get tackled, it feels like you initiate the contact. Is that by design? Like, what are you trying to accomplish by that?
Our coach always say bring the fight to him, not let him bring the fight to you.
With the committee of running backs you guys have, kind of splitting such as evenly with Noah, do you feel like you're more fresh at this point in the season than you have been in the past?
Yeah, I feel like us, by rotating us every other drive, it keeps us fresh and going in the game, being able to showcase your talent.
Do you guys go into the game knowing there's set rotations? Do you know that you're going to get the first drive and the third drive, per se?
No, we just go based off him coming up to us, telling us what drive we got.
With how effective you guys were against Stanford, do you feel like that was sort of, the gate being open for this Russian attack to sort of really take off from here?
I mean, it always starts in practice, so the things that we do in practice, we want to translate to a game. So I feel like if we prepare well in practice, it'll also translate to the game.
Bucky, your teammates calling you by your nickname. What does that mean to you? Is that, you introduce yourself as Bucky to them?
Yeah, I came in, introduced myself as Bucky. I really don't go by Marquise often.
Mm-hmm. In high school, your coach talked about how you had to earn them calling you your nickname. Have you had to do that here?
Not really. I just came in. So when I was in high school, I was coming in as a transfer from Morgan Park High School, and my coach said I had to earn the right to get the name called Bucky because everybody was calling me that. So he wanted to put a little pressure on me so I can earn the right to be called that.
Do you think that was a good tactic for him to put that pressure on you?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think by him putting that pressure on me, it made me a great player because going into there, I was like, he wanted to humble me, and I think he did a great job of that. I was fighting for a spot over there. He used to just bench me. He used to put me in. Like, he used to play mind games with me. He used to tell me none wasn't going to be given to me, so I always had that mindset and kept that mindset down the road.
How has that helped you out now?
I mean, it's been great. I want to shout out to Coach Mo for also and the coaching staff for doing that, making me have adversity so I can face adversity early on in high school so I can know what it's like on the next level.
You talked about how, that nickname comes from your father. What does that mean to you now? Does that help you remember him in the past? Or?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Definitely. I mean, very lot to me. My father passed away when I was 2 years old, so by sticking with that name, I'm just going to ride with it.
As a running backs room, where do you think you guys have kind of improved the most from game 1 to now, game 5?
I feel like we still got room for improvement. We're not where we want to be at.
What have you seen from this Arizona defense beginning to prepare for this week?
I feel like they got a great defense. They got a bunch of athletes over there that run to the football.
When in pass blocking in particular, when Eccles, their outside linebacker, is pretty disruptive, you're asked to pass block against guys like that. Just how do you prepare for a challenge like that?
It all starts in practice. We got great linebackers over here that do the same thing. So by us preparing to practice, Noah Sewell, Justin Flo, seeing them guys pass rush us, I feel like it'll transfer over to the game.
With the exception of obviously Georgia and Washington State, how important is it for you guys to get off to a fast start on the offensive end?
I mean, it's important to set the tone